enjoying it. I started taking my friend who's never boxed before, and it's been a real fun time. Haven't had to like get pissed off at any other people yet. Badge we still need. Who put clothes in trash? That's gonna take a while. I feel like we just talked to Joyce as well, and she didn't really like say much. So maybe I need to find people to ask. Let's just try to ask some people.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Have I exhausted all these?
It's like,
yeah.
Whatever's going. Anything else?
Okay.
Us lorry drivers, not my thing.
Okay. What's better than chasing? He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him.
I could try this again. I don't think I'll see anything in his eyes, but might as well give it a shot. You don't watch old men do much of anything? Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. When I went to the disaster, non-disco, they have a building in this region of Japan where there was this big earthquake and tsunami in 2011, and I went to this. They basically like kept one of the buildings as it was after. Great. After this like giant tsunami and earthquake, it just to show like the destruction, and it was like very moving to see just like how wrecked this building was. But outside, they had converted like the area outside this building into this like, I thought initially when I saw it, I thought it was a bunch of croquet courts, which maybe says more about me than anything else. But it was just like a bunch of elderly people playing this sort of like game with not quite golf balls, like a little bit larger than golf balls. And it was almost like a putting course where they were just like, I still don't know what they said what the name of the game was, but I don't know what it was. But I sat there for like, we went up to this rooftop and we were supposed to be kind of like, I don't know, listening about important things. And I genuinely was just sitting and watching from above these old people play this game for like 10 minutes just because I found it very relaxing and chill. Especially in such an overwhelming like situation. Okay, so the thing is with this, I don't want you all to see my feet. That's important. So I'm gonna try to rotate this up. Oh, okay, cool. It is fairly easy to do. The only game you see old people play is respiratory infection bingo. It's a shame. All right, camera, don't fall off. I don't want it to fall. That might be very tall, but I am tall, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see what's happening with that. We're gonna do an unscrupulous cheers. Top off my coffee. Pulling up my socks. All right, see if I remember how to do it. I hope I have my camera set up properly because I don't know, so we're gonna find out. Did I do it? Did I do it, Dad? Hang on a sec. I did the thing. Crooked! Are those the sleeves you wish to see, Fox? Oh my goodness. Don't know what to do with you nightmares. Welcome in, Crooked. Perfect timing. You know, I'm good. I'm good. I'm cold. It's chilly. But otherwise good. How are you doing? How are you doing with the monkey game? The woo something game. Also, I absolutely... Oh, thank you. Wukong, thank you. I absolutely asked my lab mate how to pronounce that one word. Gua or gua. And she gave me, like, so many different pronunciations. I wonder if I can actually bring it up and play it. She might care. She might not care. I don't know. I would say it looked really fun. I hope nobody tries to spoil it for you. I was actually like very nervous that somebody was going to come in and try to spoil it. Because usually my experience is if I put something like no spoilers, somebody immediately comes in, or not immediately, but like halfway through the game, and it's like, spoiled it. This is the new camera. It's scary. All right, let me see if I can play this. This is just for Crooked, so it's not going to make sense to anyone else. But basically Crooked was like, oh, like, how do you pronounce this one word? And it was spelled G-U-A. And for fun, I just like asked one of my Chinese lab mates, I was like, hey, how do you pronounce this word? Knowing full well that like just saying those 3 letters in Chinese, there's going to be like at least 3 or 4 pronunciations depending on like what you're trying to say. And so she sent me this back, and I hope it plays. Otherwise, this is a big lead up to nothing.
Gua. 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 Gua.
And she said there's also one more pronunciation that she didn't do. But I was like, okay, helpful. But yeah, there you go. Various pronunciations of gua. Gua. I like the one that was like gua. Also, I'm terrible at Chinese, but that helped. Yeah. All right. Should I try to see what's in this man's eyes? I think I've tried before, but failed, so. The meat's not here to hassle me. They changed clipping things? Oh, does that mean you tried to clip something? Silver, are you clipping unscrupulous cheers? Chinese is so hard because I'm not good with like tonal things is what I've learned. So like things that have like inflection, because I have the same problem in Japanese. It's like if things have like a falling intonation or a rising, like I have a real hard time doing that. Like I don't know why. I cannot hear it and do it. Yeah, I did it so I did it so everyone can see like every single pore and freckle on my face, apparently. Like when I set up this camera, I was like, oh God, like I'm gonna have to use some filters. But yeah, it is like very, I feel bad because I can like, I can hardly say anything without making people kind of like giggle because it's like, I'm so wrong on most of it. I was trying to say my friend's name. I can't say her first name. I've been trying to practice it and try to do it like for so long. So I just call her by her last name all the time because that's easiest. And she has said she's like pretty much only Chinese people can like say her name. But I'm like determined to try to do it. And so I was like in lab being like, okay, say your name again. Okay. And then I would say it a couple times and she'd be like, you're close. And I'd be like, okay, well say it again. And I would try it. And then one of the other Chinese students was like, oh, it's so cute when Rusalka says it because it kind of sounds like a pet name. Like apparently I'm saying it in a way that almost sounds like a lover saying it to another. And I'm like, well, that's not what I want. But I'm getting closer. Yes. Her dad can't say it right. Yes, exactly. It's like those sorts of names where you're like, I want to do it correctly, but it's just like this clumsy mouth of mine cannot execute it. But I'm trying my best. I genuinely am like walking around my house sometimes being like, I don't want to say it just in case, but Cricket, I'm honestly like, I'm almost like, oh, this might be a mistake. But it is like it is very not, I like the field of view better. Like I do like how it's like more of like a wider field, but yeah, the resolution is terrifying. I don't think I'm gonna have anyone coming in saying I'm gonna look like a teenager anymore or anything. I don't think this is gonna pass, but I'm gonna try it.
Ease into it.
No.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
My man, I want to know about your soul. Man, you look sad. What's going on with you? Hey, Tommy, spill the beans. What's troubling you? It'd be killer for Magic the Gathering spell table. Speaking of pronunciation, oh no. And pronunciation is not my strong suit, obviously.
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorman tropes and hopes. The road
Nonchalant?
and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
Nonchalant? I think so. Did I say it differently? Like Tommy said it? Oh, fuck. I wasn't paying attention to how Tommy said it. How did Tommy say it? I didn't register it. I'm being like crooked, not listening. Yeah, I say nonchalant. Did he say like nonchalant? Maybe he's supposed to have kind of like a little bit of like an educated tinge to him, or like a American accent. I don't know. I like how I put in an accent on American accent, like when I'm American. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Yeah. Well, I was also like, I felt bad because I was like multitasking. I was working on a manuscript while you were streaming, and you would be like, wait, what did he say? What did he say, guys? And I'd be like, I don't fucking know. You're the one who's playing. And I was like, this feels like me playing a game.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
That all the beans you got, Tommy. That's all for now. Bye. Tommy, where are your beans? I think Circus just rubbing off on us. Speaking of French cuties, Blood, how are you? Should we talk to this fat racist asshole again? Maybe he knows about tattoos.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to.
We're done. Every time you tried to read or talk to chat, there'd be some. That's the hardest part of streaming and doing Twitch is like sometimes there's people who do it very well. Like Cylindria does it very well. Mars Cakes does it incredibly well. Who are able to just like kind of like seamlessly play the game and be up to date with chat and like engaging in both. Like I have to like sit here. I'm like unable to like juggle that. I'm worried about the HD Blood. I'm doing well though. Nice to meet you, Ding. How are you doing today? You used to watch movies while playing games, but games have gotten so dialed. Yeah, exactly. Like, same thing. The only things I can really do while...
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I was hoping he maybe would tell me about the tattoos as well. Maybe we can ask this guy. Maybe he'll know. I can only do like the like very simple...
So, how'd you...
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Okay, so I didn't realize there was different dialogue options. They what was I even saying? Oh, I can do simulation games like while watching something else, but usually it's like I can't really like watch the thing. I can just listen to it. But those are kind of like the only games I can really like play while also doing like a video or something. Jokey Lime, hello, back to work. Yeah, I know. Today is gonna be a lot of work. Today, after stream, I'm basically like nonstop, but exactly, Silver. That is. It's just like anything where it's just kind of like grinding, gathering resources. Those are usually the easiest ones. But I also will like watch people's streams and stuff when doing those. Gran Turismo. No, like Planet Crafter or like Supermarket Simulator, things like that. Subnautica. Anything where you're like kind of like you can just like grind for resources. That's basically Sims 4. Yeah, that too. Call of Duty 1? Is there... oh my goodness, sorry. Is there a Revachol in Call of Duty 1? Complete shit. Labor Utopia. I'll say nice enough, whatever.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question.
I like
Why
to
even do such a
savor the murders. He shakes his head solemnly. That kind of scared me a little bit. Thanks, Silver. Sammy, thank you. Thanks, son. Did you get a nap? We were so close to solving the mystery. Yeah, this mystery of who murdered. Yeah, exactly. I have a bunch of those where like background shows. I just like play for something to have sound. But it's usually stuff I've seen like a million times. Oh, almost beat the game. This guy could have told me who killed him. That would be amazing if this game did have like just like a quick out, like, oh, you solved it. No worries, Crooked. Have a lovely evening. Have a great day. I'll see you again soon, I hope. Everyone go check out Crooked, by the way. If you haven't, go follow Crooked. Fun every time. Thank you for the alert, Lime. I hope you have a lovely day as well. Senorita I've never been called that in my life, but thank you. You have a great day too, Lime. Your delivery person was knocking on your outside door that isn't labeled with a flashlight. That's kind of scary. But I mean, at least they were like super keen to give you your package. That's scary though. I would have been like, I like for this camera, last stream I was waiting in eager anticipation for it, and they ended up just leaving it at my doorstep. Like I thought they were gonna ring my doorbell to give it to me because, you know, it's an expensive camera. But nope, they just left it on my doorstep, and I was like, well, thank God I live in Japan where, like, knock on wood, package stealing has been not that big of a situation here. Thank you, Demeet. Check them out more. Check them out more, Demeet. Really check them out. Background music sometimes. Oh, so you have to, like, focus. Fox is what you're saying. How do they know it was yours? I told them. That is a little scary. You would have been at the door waiting. I mean, like, my door is, like, a stone's throw away, so I kind of was, like, eagerly. I think all of that stream I kept saying, when is it coming? When's that camera? I want that camera. But yeah, it's fine. It came 5 minutes after I ended stream. Like, it genuinely, like, I like 5 minutes after I ended stream, I was like, let me check my door to see, like, if they left it outside. And it was there. And then I had, like, an email from Amazon being like, oh, your package is delivered. And I was like, yep, that's the course. Yeah. Yeah, bicycles and umbrellas. Very much stolen. Yeah, umbrellas. Definitely. The merc was hanged. The merce? It's mercenary. So would you say the merce or would you say merc? The merce was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in harbors. It had the word vermilion written on it.
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
All right, call me mañana. Tell me what you know. Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
With a K? Like merc. Yeah. Street side's trash can. Yeah, that is true. The no longer any trash cans on the street. Can't sleep on the beach anymore. Thanks, Shrill. Hope you're having a good day. Sports. Yeah, I was gonna say sports is a thing usually you can like have in the background unless you're obsessed with it, like Demeet and Mac. But what does that mean, Mañana?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Perhaps no other driver in the wheel. Perhaps. I don't. Some like friend of mine on Instagram, an old high school friend, posted a reference. Like they posted the no driver at the wheel reference randomly. Like I can't remember. I think because there maybe is like a reissue or something of that album coming out or some nonsense. And I was this close to just sending a message that just said, and I haven't talked to this guy in like decades. And I thought about just writing, we can't sleep on the beach anymore. But then I was like, I don't know if he's like that big of a fan that he's gonna know like what I'm doing. But yeah. Missed opportunity.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Yeah, I don't see Mañana as the killing type, but he knows. They are making it no secret that like these union guys apparently killed him, but I'm still kind of confused about like why, like because they even like kind of confessed to it, but I'm still confused why we apparently can't just like book them and bring them in. Maybe I'm missing something. If somebody wants to try to like enlighten me on that, but I feel like it's like maybe we need like more evidence or something, or we don't accept that at its face value for the like the actual murderers or something. But or if we take them in, it's gonna like start a huge class warfare or something. I don't know. I don't understand why we're like not moving forward on that front, but thank you, Pop Silver, for the pylons and the work lurk. You must construct additional pylons. That's what we do when we work. We construct additional pylons.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
Very cold. I think Lieutenant Kim and I might have like a similar personality type in real life.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
He takes a sip from his flask. Good talking to you. Gotta run. Okay. Howdy, potato. How goes? Is it personality quiz time? Yeah, what's your personality type, Sammy? Enlighten me. Somebody asked me mine the other day, so that's why I'm like thinking about it. I was like talking about it with a lab mate the other day. And I know people, I get it, like, people don't like the personality quizzes and things like that. And there are some that are better than others for sure. And I don't think they should be taken as like a super hard, strict science or anything, but I do find them interesting. This one was I think like the Myers-Briggs or whatever. Cold, yeah, I'm sure it's colder there than here. It's actually not too bad here, but since I don't run the heating in my house, I'm a little chilly. ENFP. Nice. I think I'm like INTJ. Are those I'm whatever the architect is. That's what I am. Liz told us in no uncertain terms, go on. Okay, so it's more like they're gonna like throw up their arms at us. INFJ. Yeah, maybe that's what I am. I don't remember. I feel like INTJ is like the condition where you grind your jaw, maybe. Yeah, I forget. But it's the architect. Whichever one's called like the architect, that's what I am. And I know it starts with IN. INFP. Man. Got a little diverse crowd here. But yeah, it's like, what is it? 13 degrees Celsius, maybe like 50 something degrees. 32 degrees in Maine. Jesus. Jesus. Wait, why do I have so many? Oh, I know what it is. Wait, what? No? Oh. Anyway, yeah, exactly. That's the same thing to me. And I was like, I'm not naming any names, but I know some of you really, really hate the personality test. Pine, they are, I think it's the Myers-Briggs, right? That's the one? Myers, I might be adding S's where there shouldn't be. They're like, it's a personality test. So it's one of those where you answer a bunch of questions and then it like assigns you a certain like archetype. Yeah, exactly, potato. Like, it's like, they're not like, for me, I like them as just like a thought exercise. I think they're interesting. But I don't take them as like an actual science. For me, it actually was very helpful because the first time I took one of them, it just made me like aware that people think differently. Because I have a tendency to be like offended by things when I'm like, this is my interpretation of the situation. Like, how could that person do this? Because like, that's so rude, blah, 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 blah. And these personality tests just kind of made me aware that like, not everyone thinks like me. And like, so they may not mean offense. It's just in my brain, I have like a very firm, like right and wrong sort of like definition of things. And so it just made me like more aware that like people have different ways of thinking. People have different ways of approaching things. That's all. Which for some reason I was very slow to realize in my life. Yeah, we like categories. We like putting things into boxes. But my big worry with them is that people sometimes, it's the same thing with like diagnoses, especially like I think like mental health diagnoses. It's like sometimes when people get that label, they then like lean into it. And it can like kind of like confine you, because then you're like, well, I can't achieve this because I've been told that I'm this, you know? And so that's where I get a little like, like, no, you can do whatever you want. Like, don't let this label make you think you can't like if mine's like, oh, you're introverted. So I'm not like, I might be like, oh, I'm not good in social settings. And so then inherently I perform poorly in social settings because I tell myself I must not be good at social settings because I'm an introvert. And those are the sort of vicious thoughts I think that sometimes can go with them when we start trying to like box people into these. But yeah, like people are complex, but if it gives people some sort of like sense of understanding or like something to work with, then I think they're fun. But the moire is out in full force tonight. What do you mean to me? What do you mean? 17? Yeah, 17 will do it. We can ask. I'm just trying to see what dialogue options. Oh yeah, we did learn her name. Look at my jacket in the cam. What? Can I can't even see it that well. Hang on. Oh my god, I'm getting like so many random messages. Oh, hang on. Is it just because it's like got that tweedy pattern, so it's kind of like looking goofy? Let me move it to this monitor for a second so I can see it better, maybe. The image yeah, it's just, sorry, is it like really distracting? I can take it off, but then I'll be cold.